Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bushwhacking History with Berserker Bear. So today, I just wanted to go over a semi-quick recap. We're back in the Western Door, back in the Dragon Path. Thanks for everybody stopping in last episode. I was super nervous, so sometimes that's kind of the reason why I go live. Might be a little counterintuitive, but thank you. I think it went great. Got some great feedback. So we are back in the Dragon Path. And I just wanted to briefly go over my next venture with my homeboy and my go dog. Because when I go out, boots on the ground, I go with homie. Especially when we're hitting the area over up in this region in Rochester, because that's where Robbie's from. And we're going to go over today, right quick, where we're going to go. So we're going to go to Fairport, and this is trekking back to the Erie Canal, or the Eric Portage, that I suspect the Erie Canal was here, and many others do. It's not just me, but I guess where I go a little bit further is I believe that it was here in the Viking Age. I think that the Vikings used it, and I think that it could have been named the Eric Portage. I think that Vinland may have been New York State, so I got way more to do on that, but in order to showcase my work, I got to get to the place. I got to get out there, boots on the ground, boots on the Dragon Path. So Robbie knows these two places. He's the one that actually suggested that we go here. So we're going to go to Fairport, New York. We're also going to go to Holly, New York. And I do have, so Holly, New York does not have, Holly, New York used to be Saltport. And it doesn't have a Library of Congress associated map, but Fairport does. So we're going to learn about that right quick. I'm not going to get into a huge deep dive of it, because we're going to do that afterwards, after we get there. And Robbie and I will have another showcase where we'll go over it live. But this is a preview to let you know that I'm still doing my work here. I will never stop, and you got more content coming out. A lot more high frequency than the past month. It was just that Dragons was a deep dive that I bit off a little bit more than I could chew initially, but I got it done. And I had some work around the house, and it is what it is. So I plan to do a lot more work in this area, so I expect that. And again, I appreciate it. So let's check out where Fairport is. Again, we are right over Buffalo. We're here. Let's associate Fairport, New York. See where we're going to go to. Okay, boom. Just east of Rochester. A quick history. Fairport is a village located in the town of Parrington, which is a part of Monroe County, New York, United States. Fairport is a suburb 9 miles east of Rochester, also known as the crown jewel of the Erie Canal, and we're going to find out why when we get there. So stay tuned. In 2005, it was named one of the best places to live by Money Magazine. The population of the village of Fairport was 5,353 as of 2010. Boom. So you got Fairport. We're going to look into that. We got some cool nostalgia. I found this article before I looked up on Library of Congress. So when I seen this little picture right here, I knew I can go find it. I'll put these links in the description so you can peruse at your own convenience. That said, we're just going to keep it moving. I'm not going to get into the details as to what's going on here. You know, this is a map from 1853 question mark. 1885. Oh, never mind. 1885. All right. Is that a radial? Is it an associated radial? What stuck out to me is the fact there's an oxbow lake on the actual Erie Canal. This is just a cursory search. I was looking up this last night, guys. So you're kind of just going over it with me. We got the Erie Canal labeled right there. We have an oxbow lake also. Very interesting. And we'll figure it out because it does show on the Google Earth. Okay, so there goes Holly, New York, and we're going to go there. Holly is a village in the town of Murray in Orleans County, New York, United States. Population was 1,811 in 2010 census. It's the part of Rochester Metropolitan. Village was incorporated 1850. Originally named Saltport. There you go. Couldn't find no Holly, no Saltport on Library of Congress, so is what it is. And oh yeah, we're gonna tail out with the Great Horned Serpent of the Niagara River, per the Iroquois, the Oniare. Stay tuned because I got some footage for you. Okay. Yeah. So what do I do? I get out and I go to the places that I find that are interesting, and especially when I got a partner to go out there with me, I'm gonna get there. And again, I appreciate all the love. Look at we're gonna be at this place, Holly Canal Falls in Orleans County. Excuse me. Holly Canal Falls in northwestern New York is one of the most unique historic waterfalls in the state. This waterfall is actually part of the Erie Canal system that stretches from the Hudson River near Albany to Lake Erie and Buffalo. When the canal was widened in the early 20th century, a water overflow outlet was created in Holly, New York. Today, the water flows out of the canal still plunges. Today, the water that flows out of the canal still plunges off a 35-foot sandstone cliff and makes its way into the east branch of Sandy Creek. The Erie Canal is filled from April through November, ensuring a beautiful waterfall throughout the warmer months of the year. So we're going to go check that out. So stick with me, probably this week, and then you'll have a video to enjoy a couple days after that. Or I'm sorry, this weekend. We're going to go out there Sunday, and I'll have the video out within the next couple days. After that, pardon me, still drinking my coffee here. So there you go. Stay tuned. Fairport and Holly, more work to do on the Erie, or Eric Portage, as I call it, is Vinland, New York State. Okay, we're the Vikings here, pre-Columbian Exposition, getting fur pelt out of the interior, using the Erie Canal as a portage around the falls. I suspect so. And that's what I'm going to get for you. So, all right, that's it. Real quick at the end, the Oniare. Now, I briefly touched on this in my last Dragons episode. I don't want to go too deep into it because I got way more to do. Effectively, this is going to track us back to, Robbie and I track us back to Red Jacket. And that native legend of this area and how he was swindled out of his property, unfortunately. So, yeah, the Oniare is the name of the great horned serpent of the Niagara River that witches spoke about in Shadows of the Western Door that I read from. It's got some other names too, like Onare, Oniare, Oniares, Onare, Oniont, Angant, Dunagas. I'm completely probably butchering that pronunciation, but just interesting because in my Gulliver's Travels, and we learned about the horned serpent, or maybe we didn't learn about the horned serpent. The horned serpent appears in mythologies of many Native Americans. Details vary among tribes, with many of the stories associating the mystical figure with water, rain, lightning, and thunder. Horned serpents were major components of the southeastern ceremonial complex of North American prehistory. Horned serpents also appear in Europe and the Near Eastern mythology. Yeah, we know that, and we went over that. You know, Sumeria, copying off of Proto-Indo-European or Asian or Indian, allegedly, of course, but it's termed the first dragons ever, whatever. I say that in jest, professionally, but we keep it moving. So yeah, look at how they depict this thing, and again, I'm gonna tail out with a very interesting piece of footage that was obtained from a lighthouse camera on Lake Michigan, right? And there's always a little truth in these myths. So let's figure that out. You're gonna have all these links in the description, and we're gonna go a little bit further into it with Robbie. I just wanted to preview and ladle a little gravy for you, let you know that I'm getting back into work on the boots on the Terra, boots on the Dragon Path. We're going to get there. We're going to show you footage of what we're doing. And we're going to keep it moving, keep it sleuthing. So with that, Let's open up some gravy. What you're going to see here, and this is going to lead us out, it's going to be a quick hitter, if you will, just to let you guys know I'm still doing it, and I'll be back soon. But take a look at this footage. It's from again, lighthouse off of Lake Michigan. You could look it up on YouTube yourself with those keywords. Very interesting, and I'll give commentary. But what do you guys think? So it's a wavy day, and I'm not exactly sure the lighthouse name. I could figure it out, and I will before we have the long episode. But look at right around here, if you could see my cursor. It looks like there's something in the water. And boy, is it wavy. I'd say those waves are about 6-7 feet. Maybe 4 or 5. Maybe, I'd say 6-7 feet. Those are pretty big. And one thing about, here you go, boom, look at that. Okay, let's go back. Look at how this thing is depicted. Now, I'm sure I think that could be a giant eel. I've showcased this before. And I forget what video and episode, I'm sorry guys. But I have showed it before and I've gave commentary on it before. Could be a giant eel. And I don't necessarily see, and we're not going to see anything that looks like it might be horns, but it's, look at that. That's a biological something. And again, there's always truth to myths. Is this the horned serpent? So again, tired, wavy. It probably got, look at, it's got fin action. And it gets washed right through the truss. And off to the other side. Absolutely unbelievable. What do you think, guys? Is that the horned serpent, or is it a giant eel? Or is it... I don't think it's garlic. Look at, watch it when it goes off. Looks like a snake. Looks like a serpent. That looked biological to me. And I swim in these waters. That water that you see is connected to the water that I swam in as a kid, hey, Lake Erie. Up, so, kind of creeps me out, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Keep it sleuthing, right? So, yeah, it was real quick, showing you what's going on. A little bit of a different delivery for you. Oh wow. Sorry about that. Hope you didn't hear too much of that audio. Started playing again. Another one of my videos. But yeah, so we got Fairport coming up, and we have the town of Holly coming up with good old OG Radbear, my go dog. Stay tuned. God bless. Keep it sleuthing, yo.